Hi, welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, I read tarot intuitively, and today we're doing another timeless pick a card reading on where are you in your journey currently and where are you going. So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number 1, we have Trionfi della Luna. Pile number 2, we have the Klimt Tarot. Pile number 3, we have Tarot in Wonderland. So take a minute, see which pile is being called to you intuitively, and the timestamp for your pile will be in the description box below. And again, this is a general reading, take what resonates, leave the rest, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hi, pile number 1, if you chose Trionfi della Luna, this is going to be your reading. So we're looking at where are you in your journey currently and where will you be heading. Where are you currently in your journey, pile number 1? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family. Where is pile 1 in their journey currently and where are they going? What does pile 1 need to know about their journey? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family. Please help me tap into where is pile number 1 and where are they going? Where is pile number 1 and where are they going? Where is pile number 1 in their journey and where are they going? We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Four of Swords. We have Ace of Swords. A lot of swords, a lot of mental energy, okay. And we have Seven of Swords. I'm kind of understanding what's going on. And we have Four of Cups. We have Five of Swords. We have Two of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. Wow, it's just swords today, isn't it? We have Three of Swords. And we have the Emperor. And below the deck, we have Three of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing right away is you're definitely at a crossroad. So I feel you know, if you've clicked on this reading and if you've picked pile number 1, this is exactly where you need to be right now, listening to me. But you're definitely at a crossroads. You know, we have Two Swords here, and I feel you had clarity. You have newfound clarity, and you found this clarity very recently. And I feel you're moving on from a lot of deception. I feel this is someone betraying you, someone backstabbing you in some way. This is Seven of Swords. So this is some sneaky behavior on someone else's part that has put you in jeopardy. But I feel you're definitely moving on from that. And you have this newfound clarity here. You know, we have this Ace of Swords piercing the crown, so to speak, here. And you know, we're using a purple deck today. So, you know, you're definitely getting the intuition and the clarity that you have been looking for in terms of the situation with this shady person in the past. You know, this person hasn't been completely honest with you, and I feel this has really triggered some trust issues and just your ability to trust in just anyone in general, you know. But I think you're realizing and you're coming to a point of discernment where you're realizing why things happened the way they did, and you're learning that you don't need to doubt everyone all the time, right? And I feel it's just you're getting clarity about your path here. But you're definitely stuck now. You're definitely stuck, and you're not taking any action. You're currently not in. You're not currently taking any action towards where you want to go and where you want to be, because You feel you're at a crossroads. And I feel what is really being called of you here is to take a decision. And you not taking a decision is also you taking a decision. You choosing not to do something with intent is and you doing something with you choosing to not act is also you acting. So let me tell you that it's very important here. And I feel a lot of the issues here and you being at the standstill is because you're sort of doubting your own clarity right now, because I feel certain things may have become difficult. I feel you are changing very much. You're going through some deep changes here, and you're just and once you start changing everything in your environment that is not for your greatest good and your highest potential will start retaliating against you. And so this is making you really question here. You're sort of not exactly where you need to be, and you're not exactly in the past. And you're exactly at this crossroad here. And I think you're just very stuck in the head, and that is why you're not taking any action. And I feel it's almost your defense mechanism to not take any willful action. This is maybe the way you dealt with trauma in the past. But what is really being asked of you here is to really take a leap of faith and take decisive action, because you know what you have to do. And I think you understand your path here, and you also understand how unwinding and difficult it can be. So you're just really doubting yourself here and choosing to not act when you can. So we have the Four of Swords, right? And we have the Four of Cups. So that goes with the Four of Swords. You're choosing to be apathetic because you're not ready to feel your deeper seated emotions. I feel a lot of I feel a lot of I feel a lot of your self has chosen to move on, but I feel your shadow self still feels the grief. I definitely feel you have healed your inner child here, but your shadow still wants time. I think you need to address your shadow. You really need to address your shadow here, because there are some residual feelings that are lingering, and that is definitely getting in your way here. And that is why you're choosing to be apathetic and not feel your emotions, and you're keeping yourself stuck here. You're afraid of defeat. You're definitely afraid of losing again. But you really need to understand that every loss is as important as winning. In fact, I would say failure is more important than winning here, truly, because these are very important lessons. And even these deceitful people in your life, they had something very important to teach you. Whether they choose to learn their lessons, that's not your problem. But you choosing to learn your lesson is very much a choice of yours. And you're just so afraid of being defeated again that you're choosing to not take action. And why would you want to be in regret all your life? Might as well just fail gracefully, and fail with intentful action than to fail by not taking any action. So I think you're really being called here to take action on what you need to take action on. Again, this is a general reading, take what resonates, and it's going to be different for everyone. But you know exactly what you need to take action on. You know the clarity you possess right now, and your clarity is just a potential. And unless you exercise it, unless you embody it, there's no point of having clarity in your life, right? And what I'm also getting here is you need to be a little more gentle with yourself. And you're just so much in your head. You very much could be an air sign. You could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could have any of those permanent placements in your birth chart. And you need to get out of your head. You really just need to get out of your head. You need to ground yourself. We don't have any, well, we have Two of Pentacles, but you really need to just go out, walk bare feet in the grass, spend time in nature, do that kind of things. You really need to. Because that will sort of ground you in your reality, and you'll be able to bring this clarity that you have into your reality in a way that will benefit you truly. And we have the Two of Pentacles here. So you're definitely juggling a lot of things here. And you need to prioritize is what I'm getting here. You really need to prioritize what is the most important thing to you right now, and what can go back in the priority list. And I'm also getting that you need to invest better. You need to be more be more shrewd and vigilant with your investments. And you just need to balance your finances better in a way to help you through these changes. I feel a lot of y'all could be changing jobs. Maybe a lot of y'all are in your new jobs. It's going to be different for everyone. But what I'm getting here is money management. You really need to just manage your finances. And you may feel, and I know you may feel that no one gets you right now, that no one is truly understanding how you're juggling multiple things. But know that all these challenges that you have been given is so you can better yourself. It's only through challenges do you truly grow. Your potential will be untapped if you're not being challenged. Growth only happens outside your comfort zone. So, like I said, I'm getting this past betrayal was maybe an ex or something. But what I'm really getting here is you have the choice now. You definitely have the choice, and I feel you have made this choice. And what I feel what is happening right now is you're truly being tested. You're really being tested about your choice. And what you're being called here to do is to truly integrate your masculine and your feminine aspects within yourself. You really need to transcend your inner masculine and inner feminine, and just to have the discernment of what to use where and when. And I think you have that. And again, it's really about you allowing yourself to grow here. The flowers in the back, they're really standing out to me in this card. So you're definitely very guided. But this is a test. Your commitment is truly being tested here, pile number one. If you truly want what you want and what you think you deserve that you want. And you truly do. It's just, I feel it's your mind here. It's your mind here that is truly stopping you from progressing, because I feel there's a lot of trauma and PTSD that you haven't processed from this betrayal, from this deceit, from this sneaky behavior. Could be friends, could be co-workers. You probably were just not expecting someone to stab you in the back like that. But know that it was for the best. It truly was. And like I said, you're very much afraid. You're very much afraid of getting your heart broken. Again, we have Three of Swords. And know that sometimes heartbreak is essential so you can get stronger. I know that's just a very messed up thing to say, but I think that is very true. And if you keep yourself in this mental state of fear, you will not grow. You will really not be able to grow here. And you will constantly attract heartbreak. You'll probably keep attracting these narcissists. I'm picking up pile number one. You're definitely my empath pile. And being an empath, you cannot push your emotions away. It comes with the territory. You have to dive in. You have been given special boats to dive deeper in your own psyche here, and you need to just let go of this fear. You've been so anxious about being heartbroken again, and let me tell you, you've already gone through the anxiety of it. So even if it were to happen in real, it wouldn't really make a difference. You've suffered already. So you really need to just step outside your mental frame here. Like we sort of have this flower in between two swords. You have this ability to blossom and bloom, but you're only projecting your past hurt in terms of this sword here. You just feel someone is going to betray you and backstab you again, and that is exactly what is stopping you from taking necessary action. And we finally have the Emperor, which makes total sense, because we are seeing how you're sort of halted and you're not moving when you need to move. And the Emperor is someone, you see how he's such a boss here. He's obviously the Emperor, right? And you need to, you have leadership qualities. Let me tell you that first. And what I feel, what you're being called here to do is to take up your leadership mantle. And I feel this is very much your life purpose here. You're meant to do this. And I don't feel that you necessarily see yourself as a leader, especially because of the things you've gone through, and especially just feeling out of control all the time. But I feel all these experiences have just been tests and preparation for you to step into your leadership role here. You really need to embody the emperor. Whether you're a male or a female, it doesn't matter. Tarot, it's about energies and archetypes. So this is who you are. You are the emperor, and this is where you're going. So if you don't see it right now, let me tell you, you're the king of whatever you're doing right now. And the indecisiveness that you feel right now is just to catapult you further into your kingship, so to speak here. And the emperor has dominion over his land, his subject, over whatever he chooses to reside on. You're really being called here to be the king of whatever you're doing. And you are that. You just have to recognize that within yourself, All this mental fog of indecisiveness is just stopping you from embracing who you truly are here. And you are the emperor. And the emperor does not care about rules because he makes his own. And I always feel with the emperor card, you always have a choice. You have a choice to be a tyrant, or you have a choice to lead with compassion. And I feel a lot of y'all are choosing to not act and take on your leadership mantle because maybe you may have experienced certain people who have abused power. I'm also picking up some father wounds, so maybe the people that you looked up to didn't exactly use their power in the right way. But I feel all that has just led you to this point, where you make the choice. We have the Lovers, right? You make the choice on how you choose to wish, on how you choose to use your power here. The wish is truly yours here. You get to choose how you want to lead, and I feel you'll definitely lead with love. And I feel a lot of your hesitation is because of that. You are a very responsible individual, and all this responsibility has been given to you, and you can definitely handle it, and you can grow from it, and you can grow for it. So you definitely need to just make this choice and step into your leadership position. It's only you stopping yourself right now. You just have to, and the emperor, he paves the way. So I feel a lot of you all might be pioneering something that is not done by anyone anyway. So you're sort of leading your own way. You're sort of creating your own path, and I feel you're very guided here. You're definitely very guided. So don't doubt yourself. It's okay to not know, but it's important for you right now to take the action that you're not taking. You need to get out of your inertia and indecisiveness. That is very, very important here. Yeah, so I'll pull an oracle. Any advice? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters. Any additional message and advice for pile number 1? I'm called to take this card. We have Alpha of Alcyclone. So I'm going to read from the guidebook because we want to do justice to Alana Fairchild X, right? So that is 24. So it reads, a positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience love, peace, and deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on their way to you. The brightest star in the Pleiades star system is Alcyclone, holds the frequency of love and the sacred feminine healing power of compassion and a grace of mercy. In the midst of ancient Greece, Alcyclone was so in love with her husband that she referred to him as Zeus, and he referred to her as the divine wife of Zeus, Hera. Zeus was so irritated by such grandiosity that when the husband was at sea, Zeus struck his ship with a lightning bolt. In grief, Alcyclone threw herself into the sea. Moved by mercy, the gods transformed the lovers into kingfishers. These birds embody the spiritual medicine of abundance, love, prosperity, peace, happiness, bringing blessings and hopes to healing humanity. Alcyclone is the goddess of grace and mercy, especially in the face of heart-wrenching loss. She reassures us that when we find a way through that, and there is comfort for us when we need it. Even if further work needs to be done before we can fully release it into a new era of happiness. When Alpha of Alcyclone makes an appearance, we are near the deepest, darkest phase of our suffering, and we can trust that we are already beginning to emerge on the other side. So, like I said, I feel even if you're struggling financially or mentally, emotionally, and just having this emotional, mental, spiritual poverty, you'll step out of it only when you choose to really embody your emperor energy. Your very willful action, very charged with passion and intent, and you're just having a vision and following that. And I feel that is the message here. A lot of y'all may be light workers. I feel some of y'all may identify with being a star seed from the Pleiadian star system. So you could definitely be identified with that. And I feel everything that you have gone through, maybe you have just been clearing your ancestral past and your karma, ancestral karma, and just clearing that so you could finally step into your own life purpose here. And that's exactly what you're being called to do. And once you step into that, you will have a windfall of blessings and good fortune. And I know a lot of y'all may really doubt me saying this because you just don't trust anyone right now, but you really need to just take this faith and things will just work out for you. And you don't, like I said, you don't even need to completely visualize how something will come to you. It will find its way. You just have to surrender to the universe and be patient. Any other message? Yeah, so that's all I have for my pile number ones. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if it resonated, please like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Klimt Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So we're looking at where are you in your journey right now, and where are you going? So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family. Where is pile 2 in their journey right now, and where are they going? Where is pile 2 going? What's going on with pile 2? Where is pile 2 right now in their journey, and where are they going? Clear, concise messages, Spirit. Thank you. Clear, concise messages, Spirit. Thank you. Where is pile number 2, and where are they going in their journey? Where is pile 2 in their journey right now, and where are they going? Cut the deck once. So we have Knave of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups in this deck. We have Ten of Swords. We have Ace of Pentacles. We have the Moon. We have Two of Swords. We have the World. We have the Devil. We have Eight of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Knight of Swords. I'm going to pull a clarifier for the moon. Spirit, why do we have the moon card here? I was just reading about the moon today. Take this. We have the Fool. And below the deck we have Queen of Cups. So pile number 2, what I'm getting is you're definitely coming out of a very dark night of the soul. You've been through something very dark. I feel you were put to test without even realizing, and it's only when you were sort of in the test you realize that you're being tested. And I feel you have passed. You have passed your test and you have been renewed. You know, we have this Fool, and the Klimt Fool it's a very different kind of Fool compared to your traditional tarot, because you see it's not like your traditional tarot. You know, he's very sad here. And the way I read this Fool is, you know, the whole idea of the Fool card is very alchemical, right? You know, you're sort of at point A and you're coming to point B and back to point A, or you know, you're just going through a maze and you're sort of coming back to where you were, but you have changed forever. And I feel you're sort of in the middle of this process of accepting change. And you're still looking back at the past, you're still looking back at the very painful ending that has occurred for you. I feel some of you definitely. It's like almost midnight. I can't understand why is there so much noise. You know, just living in the city, you can't help it. Yeah, thank you. So, you know, you're sort of coming back to that place of being renewed. And I feel you definitely went through a very, very big test. And with the Ten of Swords, you know, you definitely have ended a very big chapter in your life. You also have the World card, you know. So you have definitely ended a very, very big cycle in your life. But there are certain things that you're not able to let go of with the Page of Cups, you know. The Page of Cups is sort of looking back at the past, so to speak, here. And I feel you're still getting, you know, I feel most days you're okay. Most days you're okay, you're just going about your day, you know, you're just doing what you need to do, minding your business. And I just feel sometimes you just get these flashbacks. You just get these emotional, traumatic flashbacks where you're just not able to, you know, be in touch with your present reality. And what I'm getting here is, you know, you've definitely ended big cycles, but you haven't completely purged. I think you just need to get things out of your system, you know. And the Page of Cups is very dreamy, you know. So I'm definitely getting a very dreamy vibe from you all. You know, you could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting Pisces heavily. Which are the signs? You could be a Scorpio. I said Scorpio. You could be a Capricorn. Yeah, so these are the signs I'm getting here. And what is truly being asked of you here in order to move forward in your journey is to purge. You haven't completely purged, you know, and I know it may be annoying sometimes, even to your friends and even to yourself. You don't want to. I'm getting the sense that you're not someone who likes being a burden on people, especially with your feelings. I feel you are the one that people come to with their emotions, and you know you're the one who keeps their emotions intact to make others feel safe to express how they feel. And what is being really called of you here is to express how you truly feel, so you can be free of it. You know, you definitely think you're free of it, but you're totally not. You're really not here. And what is being called of you here is to purge your emotions, you know, and to allow it to purge in a way it wants to be purged. You know, let things feel ugly for a while if that's how you're truly feeling on the inside, or if it's pain, you know, whatever, you need to cry it out. You need to hit something. But I'm not saying hit someone, but you know, definitely do it in a way that you're not harming someone else, right? But what I'm definitely getting here is you definitely need to go through the depth of your emotions, because you're definitely very emotionally deep, and you're just not allowing yourself to traverse your own depths. And you know, now that deep part within you looks very scary. But I feel your depth and your darkness is your superpower here. You know, to people you may seem very complicated. People may say you're very complicated or whatever, and I feel that is only because you have this darkness and depth that really makes you who you are. And and you're not afraid of integrating that into your being. And I feel this is very intimidating to people who do not want to grow with you. People who are very comfortable, people who just don't want to be besties with their shadows. You really trigger them. And I feel you're not speaking your truth here. You're really not speaking your truth here to make others feel good. But I think what is really being called of you here is to speak your truth. And you definitely have a windfall of new abundance coming in. The more you allow yourself to get out of this negative cycle that has ended for you, the more you'll step into your abundance and what you're truly meant to do. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles is embodied potential. You're sort of using everything you have gone through, and you're grounding it in your reality and using it to further yourself in every way. And I feel the more you allow yourself to do this, the more you will be able to just be happy and be truly happy here. And I feel there's a lot of doubt within you that you don't even share. You're not even sharing these doubts that you have within you. And I feel these doubts are very natural on the path that you are, pile number 2. I feel it's a very spiritual pile. I mean, obviously you're watching tarot, but you could be into other modalities of spirituality or occult things, and you doubting yourself and you choosing to not take action is also you taking action. I had something very similar to say to pile number 1, so you may want to check pile number 1. But what I'm really getting here is you're definitely at a crossroad, and you're really doubting whether you should go all the way. And the message here is to go all the way. I feel you're definitely not. I feel you've halted yourself. You're not taking the action that you're being called to take here. And I feel you know what action you have to take. In fact, I would say it's very decisive action. You're going to maneuver yourself with a lot of precision here, and you just have to allow yourself to do that. And you can only do that by being embodied in your body and in your heart, which means you have to feel what you're choosing to not feel here. Dogs confirmation. You really just have to allow, and the dogs kind of relate to the moon card, because in the traditional tarot we have a dog and we have a wolf, and they sort of represent, in this context, I would say, the more beastly aspects of your personality, the more instinctual, even the crustacean, right? The more primordial part of who you are, and it's very untamed and it's very wild, and you just have to allow yourself to integrate that in the best way possible for you. And only when you integrate that aspect of your being can you take decisive action, because only that's when you have true control over the darker aspects of yourself, when you have tamed those more primal ways of being within you, and that is not taking control of you. Yeah, like I said, we have 10 of Swords and the World. You've definitely ended very, very big cycles. But there is something holding you back here. You feel very chained. I don't think you even express this to other people, but you definitely feel very chained. I feel so a lot of y'all have addictions. Smoking, drinking, could be sex. It's going to be different for everyone. You definitely have some bad habit that you feel you need. You feel you need this bad habit to go on. It's your defense mechanism, and that is what is not allowing you here to grow and move, and to truly embody your complete potential. I feel the difficult part in your life has ended. It truly has ended. Just give them a minute. The more difficult part in your life has truly ended here. But you're sort of keeping yourself chained to the past because you're afraid of your own potential, A, and B, you're definitely scared of stepping into the unknown. You're definitely traversing territories that you have never been in. You're definitely traversing places, new terrains within yourself and outside, and you've never been in this situation before, so you have to give yourself the grace you need to grow. You really just have to allow yourself. You need to definitely find healthier coping mechanisms, because there's always going to be something or the other that is going to go wrong, right? You cannot control life, but what you can control is to do away with your addictions. And I'm definitely getting a lot of hard work, and I feel it's only through this extreme hard work that the wheel will turn. I feel the wheel is going to turn for you anyway. You're definitely coming out of a very dark zone, and you're definitely moving into a more happier life, a more happier, lighter time in your life anyway right now. And I feel this will only accelerate if you choose to take the decisive action with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is very airy. Like I said, you could definitely be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And only when you will be able to take this decisive, precision action, this decisive, precise action, will you really be able to go where you need to go, because you know where you need to go. I think your path is very laid out to you, and it's very clear to you. It may not be clear to everyone around you, and I feel these deep revelations have happened when you were going through your moon, your own test and your dark night of the soul. And I feel that itself has given you a lot of revelations. And right now you're just not exactly there where you need to be, and not exactly in the past as well. But you're reflecting. So allow yourself to reflect. Don't overindulge yourself. Maybe give yourself a time in the day. Okay, 10 minutes I'm gonna keep for reflecting. But don't go in and out. Don't come in and out of that zone. Keep yourself in the present. And again, what Spirit is saying is decisive action. You know exactly what you need to do. You have the skills. You have developed the skills here. You really have developed your skills here. So all you have to do is just take action. That is exactly what is stopping you here. You just really have to dive deep and just know that you will be held regardless. And I feel pile number 2, you're very lucky. And I don't just feel you're very lucky, you're very guided and you're very protected. And even when you take a major loss, you're only winning. You're winning in the long run. So don't look at your setbacks as something that is defining you. Because I feel right now you're doing that. You're sort of looking back and thinking what could you have done differently. And trust me, you were not the problem. You're really not the problem. Yeah. I'll pull some oracle. Any final messages for pile number 2? Any advice? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. We have 2 cards. We'll read both of them. And we're obviously using the guidebook because we want to do justice to Alana Fairchild X. So we'll start with this. $36. So it reads Telepathy of Terra Mater. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of Earth Mother are supporting your soul journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to hear. Even if it seems improbable or unattainable, it will manifest successfully. So like I said, your path is very clear to you. You know where you have to go. You know where you need to go. And your path is only clear to you. And you need to understand that. So you cannot rely on other people. You cannot expect people to understand you. You shouldn't expect people to get you, because what you're going through, only you're going through. And I understand that there is a need to be validated at times, but I feel you're definitely protected and you're definitely not alone. So pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you. You're definitely being called. You have a very unique path. You have a very unique path here, whatever you're doing. It's not something everyone is doing here. And like I said, I definitely picked up a strong empath vibe here. So, as an empath, you need your boundaries. You need to go away from time to time to recharge. And I think that is the next card here, which is Theta of Venus. So we have Theta of Venus. You could be a Libra or a Taurus. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequency of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within you and around you, but do not give them the foothold in your heart. Be ready for a higher understanding to see things in a new and a more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and a highly spiritual path. So like I said, you're definitely you're definitely meant to go against the grain here, pile number 2, whether you like it or not. I think this is your destiny. And the funny thing about destiny is, I definitely believe in it. And I think about the times when I used to exercise my free will, and how, even when I was exercising my free will, I was being pushed closer and closer to my own destiny. And the thing about being in alignment with your destiny is, it will not make sense to anyone but you, because only you can see the path. It's again the moon card, it's a very narrow path, only being lit by moonlight. So that very tiny passage, only you are meant to take, and you're chosen. You're definitely chosen your pile number 2. So do not doubt yourself. And even if doubts arise, see it as a part of you. And don't attach yourself to the doubt. Acknowledge it if it's coming up, if it arises, acknowledge it, and be free of it. Push it out. Like I said, with the Page of Cups, you're definitely very dreamy. You could definitely be a psychic. You may have some telepathy powers, or you could read tarot, or any sort of divination, or any sort of spiritual practice, or you're definitely a powerful manifestor. So you're definitely dealing into some kind of occult here, pile number 2. Or I feel you're being called to do that, if you're not, And with the Theta of Venus, my nose is itching, so it's confirmation. You're definitely someone who's very soft-hearted, and you lead by your heart here. And when you do that, often seeing cruelty and just your inability to understand why people backstab you and betray you, even though you only had the best in your heart for them, and you only wanted the greatest good for everyone, is because you need to understand that your light is very threatening to people who do not choose to grow. People who are very comfortable within their own life, and they do not want to go anywhere else. These are the people who do not want to follow their dreams. These people are very okay just getting by life, just doing a job and partying on the weekend. And I don't feel you are that here, pile number 2. You're definitely called here to do more. Any other message? Yeah. So that's all I have for my pile number 2s. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose Tarot in Wonderland, this is going to be your reading. So we're looking at, where are you in your journey currently, and where are you going? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family. Where is pile 3 right now and in their journey, and where are they going? Where is pile 3 headed in their journey right now, and where are they currently? Clear, concise messages, spirit. Thank you. We have 3 of Cups, so I'm going to keep this here. Shuffle. Two of Swords. So we have Two of Swords in our readings today. King of Swords. King of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. King of Wands. The Hermit. Ace of Swords. And the Tower. So I'm going to pull a clarification for the Tower. My left ear is ringing. Why do we have the Tower here, Spirit? Take this card. We have the Hangman. Below the deck we have Three of Swords. So what I'm getting here, pile number 3, is on the outside it seems like you have it all. On the outside it really seems like you have the perfect life, you have the perfect finances, you're a great communicator. But I feel there is some passion lacking in your life. And you're not able to share this. You're not able to share the fact that you're kind of unhappy. You know, you definitely have friends, you have people you can count on, you have people you can rely on. But you're just not there. You're not completely there yet. And I feel you're not listening to your intuition. I feel your intuition is definitely trying to tell you something here. And I don't even think you're not listening to your intuition. I think you're listening to your intuition, but you're not acknowledging it. And this is your confirmation to acknowledge your intuition, because it's definitely trying to tell you something here. You know, you're definitely great at communicating, and you know, you definitely have good finances. You know, you're definitely very settled and well established. And I feel you're very afraid. You're very afraid to challenge yourself here because you've gotten way too comfortable. And we have the Ace of Wands. So this is pure potential, you know. And I feel you really want to do something here. And it's almost like your passion is just burning through you, and you're not channeling it. You're not channeling here what you need to do in your journey. You're too comfortable. But you know, on the inside you're not. You know, on the outside it may seem like you're okay, but you're really not okay on the inside. You know, there's definitely some decision you're being called to make here. Again, this is general reading, it's going to be different for everyone else. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You know, and I feel you choosing to not make a decision is also you making a decision here. You know, passivity is also action. And why give up free will? You know, why give up your ability to actually make a choice? And I just don't feel you're ready to make this choice here, because I feel a lot of this has to do with happiness of others. I feel, you know, you're definitely just, I would say you think you're very responsible for other people's happiness, but let me tell you, that is not the case. That is not the case. You're not responsible for anyone's happiness but yours. And I feel if you keep doing this, you will definitely be burnt out. You're definitely the king. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, you're definitely showing up as kings. So, you know, you're definitely the leader, and King of Wands is definitely the leader. And I feel you're being called here to do more in terms of your leadership. You're definitely being called here to take on the mantle. And I feel this is something new. You know, I feel the place you are in, you have outgrown that place. You've definitely outgrown what you were doing. And what is being called of you here is to step into something new. You definitely are a visionary. You definitely are a leader, you know. Why is there so much noise today? So I guess there's just a lot of distraction around you. That's how I'm taking this noise in the reading today. And it's like almost midnight. And there's just so much noise in the city, right? So you're definitely being called to be the king here, King of Wands. And the King of Wands can balance and juggle multiple things. And make it look very effortless, even though it is not. You make things look very effortless, the way you maneuver things and the way you handle things. I feel the more you step into your leadership role more, into these new adventures that you're being called to do, these new ventures, you will definitely have a windfall of abundance. You'll definitely get more money than you already have. And I don't feel you're very content. It may look like you're very content, but I definitely think you have the fire for more. You definitely have the hunger for more. And you're not doing that. You're not exercising your complete potential. And I feel when you start doing that, you will, you'll definitely get more abundance here, more money. What is really being called of you here is to spend some time alone. I think the answers you need will only come to you in solitude. And I don't think you're allowing yourself solitude. So pile number 3, you definitely need solitude. You definitely need to come into a space where you're just by yourself, where you can just let your hair down and be. And only when you allow yourself to do that, the answers will come. The hermit is someone, he has the inner light, and that's all he needs to traverse his own depths. And I feel that is what is being called of you to do here. And it's only through this that you'll get the clarity. You're definitely being called here to get more clarity. And the clarity will only come to you if you go into hermit mode, if you isolate yourself a little. You need the solitude here, pile number 3. And I feel, you have too many people around you. You have too many people around you, too many distractions, too many energies, and you're not able to make the choice that you need to make for yourself. And like I said, you're not responsible for anyone's happiness but your own. So that's what you need to do. You need to put yourself first here. You need to prioritize yourself. Because if you don't prioritize yourself, you'll not be able to prioritize anyone else. And I know you're naturally a giver here, pile number 3. You're definitely a giver. But even givers need to take time off now and then. Could be a mom, could be a mother. And we have the Tower. So big changes. Where you're moving towards very, very big changes. And what is being really called of you to do here is let go of your need to control. Let go of your need to be in complete control, because what's with the noise? Like I said, I'm getting very distracted. So you just have too many distractions in your life. You really just have too many distractions in your life, and you know that. I think you have reached a peak in your life of where you are right now, and you can't go anywhere further without disrupting what you already have. And I feel that is what is really being called of you to do here. Because if you don't give yourself this tower will happen regardless. And what you can do anyway when this tower comes is completely surrender and change your view. Change your perspective. The hangman is someone who's very suspended in air, upside down. And you may feel very constricted where you're moving. Your path may seem very, very constricted. But what you're really being called here to do in those constraints is to surrender yourself and know that you will be held. And it's only through that you will be able to find a new way of being and a new perspective. See, because your circumstances are not going to change. Your life events are not going to change, but the way you perceive your past and your future and your present can definitely change. And I feel that is what is being truly called of you to do here. The whole analogy of the hangman is Odin had to hang himself upside down on the tree of life, and that's when he gained the knowledge of the self and the runes. And it's only through letting go of what you know and what you don't know and what you truly don't know can you come into a place of acceptance and truly build here. See, towers are very important. Towers are not bad. Towers just mean that if something really falls out of your life, it is meant to. Because something that is truly meant for you will stand thousands of towers. If your foundation is truly truly foundational, if it's truly strong in terms of people, places, whatever, what you're doing, it will never go. Your ride or dies will always be there, unless they die. And even then they will be with you, You're definitely very protective. You need to know that. So know that where you're going, things may not seem very pleasant at times, and even the people around you may change, especially the people who depend on you. But know that it is for the best. It is for the best of it is for the best for you, and it's for the best for them, because I feel a lot of people are very reliant on you, and I feel there is some codependency I'm sensing here, and I feel this where you're heading towards is the tower, and when you enter this tower state in the near future, I feel you really are being called here to surrender and look at things from a new point of view to gain more insight and wisdom. So don't be afraid. And this is a very beautiful tower card in the Alice Tarot, because it's when Alice finally becomes queen and she realizes her own power, so to speak, And this sort of ties in with the kings we have here. It's only when she truly realizes her power does she realize that, she's sort of flipping the tablecloth. She's just flipping the tablecloth altogether, and she's just expressing her disdain with how things don't make sense here. And I feel right now things don't make sense to you in your reality. And what you're being called to do here is to reset your reality, because you have the power. You have the power, So do not underestimate yourself at all. And when things fall away, all you can do is surrender and suspend yourself. And just allow your higher self to take over. Because this tower is going to be for the greatest good. It is going to be for your highest potential. And I don't feel you're growing right now because you're way too comfortable where you are. Pull some oracle. Any additional messages for file number 3? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, senior masters. Any final advice for file 3? Take this card. So we have epsilon modulation 28. So I'll obviously read from the guidebook because I want to do justice to these Alana Fairchild decks, and you would get the message you need to hear in the best worded way. So gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Like I was saying, you need isolation. Let your actions match your inner rhythms rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues. You're just, you could be very people pleasing. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be the cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. And her heart chakra is very illuminated in this card. Reaching inspired spiritual heights requires commitment to developing powerful deep roots. A mature creative offering takes longer to produce than that which is ephemeral and swiftly supplanted by whatever is next. To embrace the patience required for such building, surrender the need for immediate gratification. We must become so confident in our authenticity and value our process that we are not in need for external evidence to bolster our courage. We can enjoy validation along the way, but must not turn away if it is absent for a time, especially if those around us appear to be moving faster. With such confidence and courage, we will be able to deepen and slow our breath and our restless nature and allow the inner workings of our soul to manifest in beautiful healing magic. This oracle asks you to ground yourself, believe in the potential, commit to your path, and be patient so greater things can happen for you. So, you definitely have a very unique path, where you are right now and where you're going. And I don't even feel it has been very easy for you to come to the place of where you are. But what you're really being called here to do is, and I feel what universe is really trying to do with you here is, this is like the final big test. This is the final big test which will really define your legacy, pile number 3. And you're really being called here to surrender because you have a very spiritual path. I'm not saying, you could do something very worldly, you could have a very 3D job, but I feel that is very spiritual to you here. And you really are asked to surrender to the greatest cause and not be swayed by external validation. You definitely need to stop comparing yourself to others. And what I'm also picking up here is a lot of people pleasing and a lot of just proving yourself. I feel you have already proved yourself enough. You have definitely proved yourself enough to people, and what you're truly being called here to do is follow your own heart and your own path. Like I said, her crown chakra and heart chakra are very, very illuminated. So you definitely need to ground yourself. It's only through deep grounding, go take a walk in nature, walk barefoot in grass. Trust me, it will really, really help. Only when you're grounded can you get messages from your crown chakra. Only then can the guidance come to you easy. Any other messages? Yeah, so that's all I have for my pile number 3s. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you.